Hello everyone, myself Viren Sharma, Public Administration Faculty at Vajiram Ravi. We are going to discuss a topic from Paper-1 today, and it is motivation. It's one of the most important topic from our mains point of view, and this topic looks very simple, but it itself is a complex idea. And regarding motivation, there are number of theories exist from where the questions have been asked in the recent years, and we will make it simple by classifying all these theories into four broad categories. Let's begin with the topic, that is motivation. So it is about theories of motivation. Overall, when we talk about the term motivation, it can be said that motivation is a process or it is a set of the activities which guide the behavior of an individual towards the goal. In other words, the set of the complex activities to guide the behavior of an individual towards the goals of an organization, towards his individual goal, that process is called motivation. And in context of the theories of motivation, these are broadly classified into four categories. These are as follows. 1. Content theories. Second is process theories. Third one are cognitive. And fourth one is termed as behavioral. Four broad set of categories of theories exist for the motivation. Content theories are those which emphasize upon certain factors which will be creating a desire, need, or a goal-directed behavior in an individual. And in these content theories, there are four types of theory or four major theories which are classified under the content theory. They include, number 1, Abraham Maslow's need hierarchy theory. This is one of the most popular theory of the motivation. Then another one is motivation hygiene theory. This motivation hygiene theory is by Frederick Herzberg and also popularly known as two-factor theory. Then third theory in this is ERG theory. This is by Elderfer, ERG theory, where E refers to existence, R refers to relatedness, and G refers to growth. That's popularly has been made as an acronym, ERG theory. And one more, that is called achievement theory. This belongs to David McClelland. These all four theories are grouped under content theory, and the basic idea of all these content theory is upon the factors which will emphasize upon needs of an individual. So as a person, you have a need, and to achieve that need, you will be taking your initiative and steps for the achievement of the need, and they will be considered as a content theories of motivation. Then another thought process is, you as a person may have your own calculations. If I put my efforts, what will I get out of this? Whether I will get a reward or whether I will be facing a problem of punishment. In that context, we as an individual also consider motivation as a process. And we can go for input, output, those kind of calculations are done by an individual, and they can be considered under the process theories of motivation. In the category of the process theory, we have three major theories. One of them is expectancy theory. This is given by the scholar Victor Vroom. Then the second category under this is equity theory. Equity theory has been given by James Stecky Adam, or short form J.S. Adams. It consider a kind of balance, input on one hand, output on other. So imagine you are putting your efforts to an organization and you will derive your satisfaction from the incentives given by your organization. If you feel that incentives given are less and you are working more, so as an individual, you reduce your efforts, and just like maintenance of an equilibrium, that is contribution satisfaction kind of philosophy, is visible in the J.S. Adams equity theory. And there is one more theory under this process. It is known as reinforcement theory. Means we can have negative reinforcement, positive reinforcement in order to guide the behavior of a person. How? Imagine if it is mentioned that if you achieve your goals and the targets, you will be promoted. Now the promotion is creating also a need in you, and you will put your efforts in order to achieve the promotion, and that becomes a positive reinforcement. Plus, what if there's a criteria of punishment? Means if you perform certain activities, you are going to be punished, and negative reinforcement also can guide your behavior. Imagine a very another simple example. We may be using the four-wheelers, is it? And putting a seat belt is for the safety. There is a challan also for the seat belt. Now imagine there's no policeman, no traffic constable standing on the streets in order to monitor your behavior. But your vehicle may have a seat belt alert. So if you are not going to put the seat belt while driving the vehicle, there will be noise. There will be a sound created by the vehicle, or a light will start blinking on the screen. This is also considered as negative reinforcement, because that noise will create a distortion for you in terms of your driving, in terms of your journey, and to avoid that noise, you will be putting a seat belt. This is negative reinforcement. Similarly, there may be speed radar cameras. So we have to control the traffic speeds on the highways, on the city, and we have installed there the CCTV cameras with speed radar. As a result, when you know that there is a speed radar camera which is just 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer away, you will be forced to reduce the speed of your vehicle. However, we have to always drive within the limit of the speed, but number of time people show carelessness behavior, and to control them, these kind of negative reinforcement factors will be working. Now imagine we have not realized that this can also be a public administration, traffic management, public order, orderly movement of the general public is the duty and responsibility of public administrator, and in that context, this theory provides us an insight for such a goal-directed behavior. Here the goal was controlling the speed. Then the third category of the theory are called cognitive theory. Cognitive theory is an outcome of the complexity of these two set of factors. Means imagine a person is motivated by money, fine, but after some time the money stop motivating that person. Imagine an individual working with a multinational corporation and just 5 days working and getting a good package of 25 lakh to 30 lakh rupee per annum. So he's working just 5 days, and for the next 2 days, that is on weekends, what he's doing is he's working with an NGO free of cost. He don't get any money, any salary out of this. And then he goes to the NGO, he provide education to the economically weaker, deprived section of the society, because he believes he is doing something for the society. And if he has some work within the family for any professional engagement, he take holiday from Monday to Friday so that his charity work will not suffer. And then The NGO, which has started receiving the funding from the foreign sources because of the good working in terms of the performance results shown by the children, the NGO has hired him that you please work with us for regular basis and we will be providing a salary. However, we may not be able to give you 25-30 lakh rupee package, but we will provide a decent enough amount of money. And he quit from the job and started working with the NGO, and NGO is also providing around 15-18 lakh rupees so that whatever extra he was spending here, he don't have to spend and he will get an adequate money out of the earning from NGO. Now initially he is enjoying because all 7 days now he is contributing to his passion, but after 2 months, 3 months, he start feeling distracted at what I'm doing with my life. Now imagine the work which was giving him earlier intrinsic satisfaction is now creating a problem for him. Why? Because extrinsic factor, that is salary, allowances for the work he was doing free of cost, has now created a distraction in his working. And these kind of complex ideas we can understand and apply through the cognitive theory. That's why sometimes intrinsic factors motivates us, but when extrinsic factor takes away the benefit of those services, the person may lose his interest and motivation in the working. And these kind of ideas we will understand through the complexities of cognitive theories. Under the cognitive theories, there are two broad categories, two theories are there. One is called goal setting theory. This goal setting theory is given by the scholar Edwin Locke. So he talks about goal setting theory, and one more, that is about self-efficacy theory. As a person, we have a very high belief that I can do this work. I can do this work is a confidence. Only I can do this work is an overconfidence. And in that case, if the person faces a failure in performance of the work, then they are not able to show their faces, they cannot face the failure, and they may quit from the competition or they may quit from the organization. And these kind of complex answers we can give on the basis of self-efficacy theory given by Albert Bandura. It's also part of psychology and used in the public administration field for the modern day managers and modern day administrators. And then comes the last category of these motivational theory, which are called behavioral theories. Within the behavioral theory, one is the most popular theory which we also study always under the behavioral thinkers, and that is by McGregor, theory X and theory Y. So McGregor's theory X and theory Y is also considered as a behavioral theory of motivation. And these theories generally give two broad ideas. One set of workers who do not like their work, another set of workers who enjoy their work as natural as play or rest. And in these two extreme categories of worker, an alternative theory also exists for motivation based upon the Japanese philosophy, and that was given by a scholar, William Auchi, and that is known as theory Z. So imagine theory X, theory Y, and a combination of both is what is known as theory Z, advocated by William Auchi. So these are all the different theories of motivation which are more relevant from the point of view of public administration. And in recent years, we have seen question on this also, how content theories of motivation are different from the process theory, whereas they both emphasize upon motivation of an individual. So to answer those type of questions, we need to have an understanding what content theories advocates and what process theories advocate. In fact, in 2024 mains examination, there was a question, ERG theory of motivation has reconceptualize the concept of need hierarchy theory. So for that answer, we require an understanding of need hierarchy theory and ERG theory. And if we can simplify this two theories, we can structure these kind of question. So these are all the different major theories of motivation in which we have a question in recent years. That is all for today. We will see you later in the next class. Thank you.